peoples, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to That Which Binds Us. We are here on the balcony with Idris here, asking him, like, how does he think he can, like, save and stop all this crime? I don't understand. Guys that typically, oh, and his shady customers, guys that typically do other businesses at night, that he doesn't want me seeing how he feels responsible for the crime. You're working with the gangs, aren't you? Nope. Huh? Go higher. Higher up. What else is there? Gangs are typically loosely run groups of street thugs, mostly drug traffickers. So higher up than that. Do you really want me to tell you? Pimps? Or is that the same thing? Yes? What will you do when you find out? Find closure? Nothing. Nothing? Well, it's like what my grandmother said when she found out one of my cousins was having a child, making her a great-grandmother. Nothing I can do about it now. I mean, if you were into, like, the cartel, then I might leave or something. It's small, but it breaks up the tension slightly. He lets out a chuckle. No, it's definitely not that. I made a mistake. I was broke. Barely a penny to my name. My mom had kicked me out, and I was about to lose the office space again. That's when the knocking came. My dad had always declined them, but they heard someone else was in the office now. Well, it's the mafia. Okay, I guess that's more important than gangs. But those still exist. To be honest, I kind of always put them in the same boat as kings and queens and such. I'd never seen one in person and had only heard about them mainly from history books. Well, nowadays they're mostly referred to as organized crime or white-collar criminals. Any way you put it, it's still ultimately the same. Criminals. They first approached me wanting to see if I'd provide my other services to them or turn them down like my dad. They had a pretty convincing offer, and it was more money up front than I'd seen in the previous months combined. So, I took it. Why did they want you? As they explained it to me, sometimes deals go sour, sometimes they need to get rid of people. It's a lot cleaner to wipe memories. Wait, are you telling me Byron is in the mafia? So I guess in a way it's relieving some crime, but I'm still working for criminals. I don't ask a lot of questions, it's easier that way. What's been going on recently? Recently a gang entered town. Well, recently isn't the best term, they've been here for years, but for some reason they've started getting more aggressive. They're not extremely violent, haven't had any murder cases linked to them, but they have been drawing more attention to themselves. I call any group that's been responsible for any murder extremely violent, but I digress. Robbery, burglary, home invasion, you name it. According to one of my superiors, they used to be just a group of delinquents into petty crimes and drug dealing. Not that high up the food chain, you know? Why they changed then? We think they might have a new leader. Something happened to the old leader probably, and the new one came in with new guys and new objectives. But this new guy is practically invisible. I haven't found a trace of him yet. And they're the ones who've been blackmailing you. Yeah. I just sign dropped my head. What am I going to do with you? Nothing you really can do. Have you ever thought about trying to get out of it all? A bit. Making them forget about me, go to the police, pack up and leave, and then what? Do it all over again in a different city? Or maybe, I don't know, stay away from crime lords? Please, I'm practically one right now. You wish. He laughs a bit more, but still doesn't meet my eyes. I know I made a mistake and now I've got to live with it. So what are you going to do now? What do you mean? I've already told you. There's nothing I can do. Alright, I'm with this widow crime lord with the magic knife who'd someday like to leave his mafia employers. Not the weirdest mess I found myself in. You sure about that? No, I was lying. What am I getting myself into? Alright, he's working with criminals, so he's an accomplice. But he's a nice guy, and I do like him a lot. And frankly, I trust him enough to trust him enough to not get caught up in any extremely shady shit. I stare at him for a bit. He's staring back out at the skyline with a bit of a sad look on his face. Fireworks are going off regularly now from the multiple spots across the city as the clock gets closer to midnight. Oh, I thought by the time they were talking it was already past midnight and there was already a new year and they just didn't realize. Even from here, despite being shot from the river, they look close to the roofs of skyscrapers. The fire marshals deemed it a safe enough distance away, but I have my doubts. You know, I always wonder what happens to the fireworks after they explode. Like you set something on fire and it goes whizzing into the air and then eventually it bursts into brightly colored flames. But it doesn't all just go up in smoke, no pun intended. There's gotta be some shrapnel left. The thing is, most of it bursts apart. They're at such a strong pressure that the remains become really tiny, and they get blown apart, so it's hard to find them sometimes. They used to be left in bigger chunks from earlier fireworks, but now they've gotten it down to science. Or so you say. Distrusting me now? No, it's gonna take all the words with a grain of salt. Ever mine? Ever mine? Even mine? Especially you. It's fun to tease you a bit. Return back to the fireworks, just a couple more minutes. A small crowd has gathered up here now. I'm glad they weren't all here earlier. Still, even with the people around us, the wind is as fierce as ever. Another breeze flows through, stronger than the last. It ripples my dress and leaves me shivering, which she of course notices. Here, take my jacket. I don't need it. I shiver again. I'm fine. 1 minute left. No, you're not. Get closer. Oh, is it gonna be CGR? He pulls me closer with his right arm so I'm in his arms. My hand is on his chest. He smirks at me with that corner of his lip making him look a bit mischievous. It's cold tonight. You should realize by now that you don't have to do everything alone anymore. Isn't that what you told me? That we can move forward together now. I said that? When did I say that? His face is just a couple of inches away from mine. If you're unhappy, that's my problem too. If you're cold, that's my problem too. If anything, that's what I want your resolution to be. To stay true to your own words. When you put it like that, it sounds like you're chiding me? Maybe I am a bit. You know, it's just a coat, right? His head tilts a bit. I know. But it gave me an excuse to do this. You didn't need an excuse. Is it finally official? So I don't need an excuse to do this. He leans in closer. It's a kiss. I'm so happy. I lean in to meet him. The clock strikes midnight, but neither of us care. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. So are we together? I'm the type of girl that you need to be real clear with, cause kind of aloof. If you guys haven't already noticed. The city lights stream past us as he drives away. A lot of the fireworks have stopped now, but every minute or so we can still hear a stray popping sound from the sky. By this point it's almost 1 and the traffic is thin. Getting back to his apartment takes no time at all. Oh, looks like somebody cleaned up a bed. Were you always hoping to bring me back here tonight? Well, I figured the only reason I wouldn't be able to was if you ran off during the night. What's with the cat food bag? Well, you see, it was snowing the other night and I heard a soft mewing. I opened the window and saw there was a kitty trying to take shelter under a tree, but it obviously wasn't working. So, I took in a stray. It was cold. You really need to stop trying to help cool people and cats. And what are you going to do once your landlord finds out? You're not supposed to have pets. I'm not going to keep it. I was going to take it by the shelter once they open. That's right. Keep it long enough to get attached. It's not my fault they're closed for New Year's. Where is it then? A shuffling noise comes from a closet in the hallway. Is it? Hey, how'd you get in there? The cat hears a racket outside and leaps out of the closet, swinging the door wide open. Get back here! Gosh, what am I gonna do with him? The cat knocks some things down in the closet. Looks like it's mostly some smaller boxes. Oh god. Don't rummage. Oh, this is what hit the floor, a picture frame. That's a photo of me. Excuse me? Where did this come from? I don't remember posing for this. I haven't worn this dress in years. I think it was one of the last pieces of clothing I bought in high school. There's even a small note on the back. Eva? This looks like it was taken at the outdoor mall. It could have been taken without my knowledge. Cameras have really good zoom functions nowadays. But I look too happy. I told you to not fucking rummage. Whew, I don't think I could keep that cat even if I wanted to. I guess one pillow is a small price to pay. But anyways, so about... can you explain this? Were you the one that hit me? And ran? Or... I don't... Look, where is this from? Who took it? Why do you have this? Answer me! I can't. You don't even have the will to lie to me? I don't want to lie to you anymore. and tell me the truth. Then consider me gone. Wait! You've got a good explanation? Bro, this is... We just got a kiss and then you... How about you call me when you come up with an excuse? Look, I'm sorry, I can't explain everything. If I did, you'd probably leave. I'm gonna leave right now, so you might as well. Come on. But it's not safe out there right now. It's got to be safer than in here with a stalker. I'm not a stalker. Oh, so you like to explain yourself. Otherwise, that's what I'm left to assume. Fine, think that way. Is keeping me in the dark really that important to you? Stay here and celebrate the rest of New Year's. Don't expect me to be around. I'm so confused. My head hurts. I'm halfway to crying, halfway to yelling, and halfway to having a meltdown. It feels like I've been lied to this whole time, but it's like I'm on the verge of understanding why. God, I can't stand the sinking feeling in my chest. I can't even come up with a theory right now. Usually I'm like quick with the theory, but this one I'm kind of left like confused. Are you kidding me? Like, she did say that after the accident she didn't remember much of it, but I don't remember how she got into that accident. I don't know if she was driving. Maybe, I don't know. It's been 3 days, not a single text, not a single call, nothing. He really just doesn't care. I'm pretty sure he cares, he just doesn't know how to approach you because you're very like sensitive right now. All that shit about trusting each other and not having to be alone anymore. Yeah, he couldn't even be bothered to tell me anything. Nothing. He's had too long to think of some kind of excuse, yet he hasn't even tried. Even a lie would be better at this point. I wish I wasn't getting out so late. Why'd I have to have the last shift of the day? There's not even a cab in sight. They're probably all at the music festival downtown, waiting customers there. That picture, I don't remember posing for it. I don't even remember when it was taken or why. Why won't he tell me? Why do I already feel like I've seen too much? I shouldn't have turned down this street. Looks like we picked the right street. Yeah, it looks like she picked the wrong street. Don't tell me I'm about to get robbed. Too bad for you, your boyfriend just won't get the message. He must really not give a damn about you if he's still hanging around after the car wreck. What? My car accident? That was over a year ago. What do you mean? Well, I think she's in denial. He's the one that caused it. But that's all in the past. He's gonna wish he got the hint sooner after we're through with you. What do I have to do with anything? Oh, hey, it's Byron! Are you bad? I can't trust anybody. Byron, help me. There's some weird guys chasing after me. Now, Byron, he's gonna steal you too. Get behind me. Wait, really? Run! Wait, you're the mafia. This is bad. What is going on? You've never wanted to tell me what you do for a living. It just won't tell me shit. I just want to know what's happening. The truth, huh? You do deserve to know since you're a part of this. Well, the truth is, I'm one of the higher-ups in the oldest running white-collar syndicate that runs this town. So my boy is a mafia leader. So, organized crime. Those still exist here? I mean, I know Idris was talking about his employers being crime lords, but it's a bit different when you're face-to-face with one. Wait, so you're like a crime lord? And Idris is in some really shady stuff? And I'm wrapped up in this how? I think it'd be better if Idris explained the rest to you. He's probably worried about you after that letter. Those guys will be too scared to follow you for a while. Call Idris when you're home. One more question before I leave. My car accident. I know it's a hit and run, but did they say something about it? What kind of lies were they telling you? They said he had something to do with it. Could be true, could be false. But I wouldn't think too deeply about things thugs say. Either way, there's something you need to ask him about. But, you know, don't you? You know at least a little bit more. At least a bit more about my accident. I might, but it's still something you need to talk to him about, not me. Be safe now. Call me if any more shady guys start following you. This is so beyond confusing. You just let her go completely unsupervised? They only tried to attack because they didn't know I was around. God damn it. How is the informant doing? It's been a few days since we last heard from him. That could be good news or bad news. Can that work any faster? Look, we're all ready to get this guy off the streets. I can't have a rival gang encroaching on our territory. She found a picture of herself. What did you tell her? Nothing. She just stormed out. I wonder why. Hello? You have it? Alright. They have something. We weren't able to get a picture, but we have his name. He was recently in jail, but got out on bond. Bound? Hello? Their boss is called... Holy shit! I'm just after all these baddies. Holy shit! Their boss is a guy called Steven Aaron. My fucking ex. That name sounds so familiar. Come on, we've gotta go. That's my ex. My ex is the invisible gang crime mafia. I don't know at this point. And this is where I'm gonna stop because your girl needs a breather. Like, I'm so damn confused. Okay. Byron is a crime lord. Steven is the lord of something. Of the baddest gang around, I guess. Idris has a photo of me that I believe he put a mark somewhere on me for me to forget about him, and then I remember him again. Or, well, I bump into him again. This is too much. This is too much. I can't even come with a theory with all of this because they're just throwing it all at you right now. And I'm sure it'll tell me over the time. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Has to wonder next time.